Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this Christmas tree applique pattern. Now I've done others in the past and they're all just a little different from each other. So I am going to have links down below your YouTube screen in the description section, which will take you to some of my other Christmas tree tutorials, such as a placemat and a mug rug. So there's a lot of different ways you can make this. So here's the placemat one that I made a long time ago. This is a really large tree. So you can enlarge them or make them smaller, and this is kind of in between the other ones. So small, medium, large. Okay, let's get started. A suggestion is that I'm going to show you how to make a small one. But if you have a photocopier printer, you can place your pattern once you're done with it in there and enlarge it. This way you don't have to keep drawing all these different sizes. But you're welcome to draw it any size you want. And how you do it is you start out with a square that's the overall size of the tree you want to make. So I'm starting out with a 7-inch square. So this is a really small one. So then you go ahead and fold your paper in half. So that you don't get confused when you're drawing this, is on your folded edge, make sure you write fold. So here is the folded edge. I'm going to place my ruler 1/2 inch from this edge over here and 1 inch in from the bottom edge. Then I'm going to draw a line up to the top of the ruler and then all the way across so that it looks like this. Draw a line from this point up to the corner. Draw a line there. So 2 inches from the top, so put your 2-inch line on at the top edge of your paper, and then go in 1/2 inch and just put a little dot there. So you're up to this line in 1/2 inch. Then you're going to go 2 inches from this line and go in 1/2 inch and put a dot. Now you're going to draw some more dots. So go down 1/2 inch from this dot. So you're going to go down this way, staying 1/2 inch in. So 1/2 inch down, 1/2 inch in, put another dot. Go down here, do the same thing. Go 1/2 inch down, stay 1/2 inch in, and draw a dot. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. From this point to this dot here, you can draw a straight line if you like, or you can draw a slight curve. Just freehand draw it. Don't worry if it's not perfect. And you can do the same thing down here. Draw a straight line or draw a little curve. Then from here down to this point, you can draw a straight line if you like, or you can curve it a little bit. And the curves don't all have to be the same. Remember, this is folk art. It's a loose representation of an actual tree. And you can do the same thing here. Then from the very bottom, you have the option of just keeping this straight or sloping it down and going straight across to the tree trunk. So these highlighted lines are the ones you're going to cut on. And then when you're done cutting it out, you just open it up and there's your template. The next step after you draw your template is to draw it onto fusible web. And the product that I use is Pellon Light Easy Steam 2. And on the back, if you forget what I said in the video, it has instructions and they're very easy to follow. If you can't get this product, you can use any other fusible web. They all pretty much are applied in the same manner. If you plan on making more than one, you can actually get 2 of these on one sheet if you place it like this. There's enough room. Now don't throw away your scraps in here because you can always use it these pieces for some other project you may have in the future. Then when you go to cut it out, this is real important, you want to go about 1/4 of an inch around your pattern. That's what you're going to cut on. Here is the fabric that I want to put my tree applique on. So this is the pretty side, front side, also called right side. So you turn it over to the back side, or not so pretty side, it's also called wrong side. So here is my pattern here. This is the grid line part, the blue lines, they're 1-inch squares. The plain paper is what you want to remove. If you're having a problem lifting that paper off the back, take a straight pin and just scratch that paper on the back. Then bend it and wait for an edge to pop up, and then pull it up. Now make sure this piece here, the paper you're trying to remove, does not have glue on it. It feels very waxy. This is the piece you want the glue left on. So remove that and throw it away. Then you would take it and place it on your fabric and then finger press it down. I like using small scissors to cut my appliques out. So now you want to go ahead and cut right on your drawn lines. Now you're going to place this pattern on your background fabric, and this is the pretty side, front side, right side. Do not put it here, but put it here. So you're going to remove this blue grid line paper now. You do it the same way. Cut this paper, wait for a little corner to come up. And again, as you're lifting your paper off, make sure the glue is not coming up. If it is, just press your paper down, go to another section, and try to get it up. And you completely remove it off. So here is the back of the applique. Here's the front of my fabric. Place it down. Now, if you don't like how you've got it centered, if you haven't finger pressed it down, it's easier to lift it up. So you can always lift it up, shift it over where you want. Then go ahead and finger press it down. Then you're going to follow package instructions of your fusible webbing for fusing. Mine says to place a damp cloth over the top and then a hot iron with steam. And you can keep it down there anywhere from 12 to 15 seconds. Then once you've finished that, then of course you want to select an applique stitch. Now here's one that I often use. I also like this medium satin stitch. Now on your machine you may have to adjust the width and length on some of these to get it to look like this. So always practice on a piece of scrap fabric to make sure it has the look that you want. Make sure you have your throat plate on that has a wide opening. If it's just a tiny little circle, that's for straight stitching, but you need this for your applique stitching. If you don't have a specific presser foot that came with your machine that is designed for this type of stitching, you can always use an open toe presser foot so that you can see exactly where you are stitching. So you make sure you have your proper presser foot on. It might come with your machine. You place the center of your presser foot. There's a little line there that indicates the center, and it's red. You keep it on there and just stitch along there. Now, if you're going to put this design on something that's going to be washable, make sure you select thread that can be washed. There are a lot of embroidery threads out there that are polyester, so make sure you get something like that. And when you purchase it at the store, make sure you ask them which particular needle you need to use. There's a lot of difference between the thread manufacturers and the needle manufacturers. They all have their own requirements. I would use a dark green or dark red on this one so that this would really show up. So here's what the one looks like that I've already gotten done. And I used the medium-sized satin stitch. I also will have a link below your YouTube screen for this one. It's all curved, and this is a little mug rug. Great for the Christmas season. And then, of course, here's that placemat again with the larger tree on it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you've learned something new. Remember, if you're a beginner, check out my beginner's sewing machine tips for other instructions on different types of stitching. And remember, the mug rug link is below, and this placemat link is also below. Plus, I will have many other projects for the holiday season, such as for fall and, of course, Christmas. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.